Hi everybody, this is your weekly horoscope for Monday the 25th of December going through until Sunday the 31st of December 2017. So it's a really kind of important week. We've got Christmas Day in here, we've got New Year's Eve. I've had a look at the astrology and the influences and how that's going to affect you. So I'm going to give you a day-by-day rundown of what's going on here in the sky. Starting with Monday the 25th of December, so Merry Christmas to you if you're celebrating Christmas Day. Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is in Capricorn, so in a kind of serious sign for Venus. Venus is the planet of, you think of Venus as Aphrodite, being kind of frivolous and loving and fun. Capricorn is the sign of the worker, and it's an earth sign. It's grounded, it's the mountain goat. And Capricorn is practical, it works hard, it's ambitious, it likes to succeed. So Venus in Capricorn loves to succeed. She loves to work at things, she likes to make an effort, and she likes to roll up her sleeves and get busy. So she's a little bit more serious and much more productive than she usually is. That conjuncts, so it forms a relationship with Saturn in Capricorn as well. Saturn is the planet of structure, and that rules Capricorn. Now, Saturn was in Sagittarius for the last 2.5 years. It shifted signs from Sagittarius to Capricorn on the 20th of December, so 5 days ago. So have a look at the separate video I made on that, because this is a shift that's going to last and stay with us until the 21st of March 2020. And Saturn in Capricorn is going to make us all much more productive, but it's also going to make us more serious, and it's going to make us take a lot more responsibility for things. So in the video that I made about that, I go into a lot of detail about how to make the most of the energy, how to avoid the seriousness and the difficulties associated with it, and to how to have a good time with Saturn in Capricorn. Also on Christmas Day here, we've got the moon is in Pisces. The moon is how you feel. It's how you are on a soul level. And in Pisces, it's perfect for Christmas because it's Pisces in the Northern Hemisphere. The astrology is based on the seasons. Western astrology is anyway. And Pisces is the last house of the zodiac. It's the dead of winter. And it's, when everyone's inside in the Northern Hemisphere, and in the olden days, the food supplies were running short, and you had to kind of share, and you had to be self-sacrificing and think of other people. So the moon being in Pisces is really, really perfect for Christmas because you're sensitive, you're sensitive in the way of you're considerate of what other people may be going through or what other people may be thinking. You're not just focused on yourself. So you're self-sacrificing, you're willing to help, you're willing to be of service. That conjuncts Chiron in Pisces as well, and Chiron is the wounded healer. So that conjunction makes you very sensitive to other people's pain. And then we have Venus in Capricorn, which is like, I want to work at things. So you going into Christmas, people are going to be very kind of considerate of each other during this time, which is perfect for Christmas, especially if you're spending time with family or people you see only once a year. It's really good that people are in that kind of headset and they're thinking, I want to take care of other people and we're part of a community here. So this Christmas is a quiet, solid and grounded Christmas day. You may feel like there's a sense of stoicism or seriousness in the air. And if you want to add some liveliness or fun to the whole situation, then make sure you provide that and you don't wait for other people to lighten things up. Make sure you roll up your sleeves and you provide a bit of fun. So if you don't have a party trick, work on one so you can lift the mood a little bit on Christmas if it is very serious, or, tell funny stories, or just deliberately go into it thinking, this is a holiday, and if things are really drab and serious, then I have the ability to add something fun and positive to the situation. You have a lot of power to do that. On Tuesday, the 26th of December, so Boxing Day, the moon now moves into Aries at 28 minutes past midnight. So the moon in Aries is totally different because Pisces being the last sign of the zodiac, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So Aries is about new beginnings and fresh starts. So the focus, the energy is much quicker, the pace speeds up a lot, it's much more fiery, it's much more about getting things done. The Aries moon then also squares the sun in Capricorn, so happy birthday Capricorns, and it trines the communication planet Mercury, which is in the fire sign of Sagittarius. So the moon in the fire sign of Aries with the sun in Capricorn is again really positive and practical. It says, I want to get things done, like Venus in Capricorn. I want to take something I care about and apply myself to it and make it happen. Mercury in Sagittarius is already 5 steps ahead. Mercury is the communication planet, and in this placement, it kind of gallops ahead of itself, and it's like, I want to see what the future holds, and I already want to leave behind today and be in tomorrow and the day after. So be careful with Mercury in Sagittarius that, your ideas don't run away with you before you even, so that you can be in the present moment and enjoy Tuesday instead of thinking about Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Tuesday, there is this natural tendency to be focused on the future. Ideas for change will come in fast and quickly. So if you have loved ones around you, remind yourself to actually be in the here and now, and to stay in the present moment and to enjoy the day for what it is. And maybe just have like a piece of paper or a notepad to take down all of the ideas that you're planning and the inspiration, so it doesn't distract you all day floating around your head, but you capture them on paper and then you've got them there and then you can enjoy the day. On Wednesday, the 27th of December, we have the Aries moon still in that sign. It quincunxes the lucky planet Jupiter, which is in Scorpio, and it squares Pluto, the planet of transformation and change, which is in Capricorn. So the moon also conjuncts Uranus in Aries, so all of the big outer planets here are forming a relationship with the moon. And Mars is in Scorpio, it trines Neptune in Pisces, and that Mars in Scorpio and Neptune trine is the second time it's done that this year. So Wednesday is really, really a fun day to kind of extend the holidays. With this Aries moon, you've got a real sense of drive and passion. Uranus is rebellion and eccentricity. That will want you to kind of keep the party going in a sense. And the Mars in Scorpio with Neptune is really about getting in touch with your feelings and kind of dreaming about what you can do. So it's not very practical, it's much more fun, and it's much more about how can I enjoy myself. So if you can, if you're not going back to work here on Wednesday, then extend the holidays and take part in fun group activities. Again, you'll feel drawn to the future. We've got a lot of that going on this week. This time it may appear in your dreams. So you may have really intuitive kind of predictive dreams. So pay attention to any nightly messages that you get. Maybe even keep this journal that you had during the day with you now next to your bed on your nightstand or something. It'll be useful and important information. So if you make a note of that, it can help you in the new year in terms of inspiring you and in terms of these are the practical things that I'm going to implement in 2018. Now on Thursday, the 28th of December, we have the moon going into Taurus at 24 minutes past 6 in the morning, and that slows things down. Taurus is much more practical and earthy, so it's focusing on the present moment, the here and now. So that's going to allow you to kind of be more present. The Taurus moon then trines Saturn in Capricorn, which is all about structure. So things really become rigid and grounded now. Venus is in Capricorn as well. The sun is in Capricorn, and the moon in Taurus then sextiles Neptune in Pisces and opposes Mars in Scorpio. So we've got a mix here, but there's a real shift in terms of the energy, in terms of things are slowing down on Thursday the 28th, and they're becoming much heavier, and you're seeing things as much more rigid and in place. So with all of the connections that the moon is making, this Taurus moon is under a lot of pressure here on the 28th. You may feel overwhelmed with all of the heavy kind of energy that comes in, and it may manifest itself in you looking at your financial circumstances or kind of making the switch from the festive period back to this sense of reality, but hitting reality kind of with a bang. Like, okay, these are my responsibilities, I've got bills to pay, I've got to deal with A, B, and C. So make sure that you kind of ease your way into this here on Thursday and take it easy. You may have the sense that you need to work a lot harder and that you have to exert yourself more. Remember on Thursday especially to just give yourself a break, because if you're trying to fix everything suddenly here on Thursday the 28th, it's not the ideal time of year to really start new things or to get everything organized. I mean, you can do a little bit, you can sort some things out, but a lot of people are still going to be on holiday. If you're trying to contact your accountant or something, it's not really that appropriate in terms of dealing with things in terms of your finances and in terms of your money. So get organized in the sense of what you can do for yourself, but I wouldn't recommend that you take Thursday and you're going to say, okay, this is the day I'm going to start the new business, or make changes to all of my financial circumstances. It's simply because of all of these earthy placements that you will feel drawn and focused on finances and on your actual physical circumstances. On Friday the 29th of December, the moon is in Taurus still, and it opposes Jupiter in Scorpio and trines Pluto in Capricorn. So it connects with the good luck planet and with the planet of transformation. So on Friday, the mood is still quite serious, and it might even be a little bit somber. So you'll feel the weight of the world on your shoulders a little bit, and it's all down to you. You may feel like, if I want to make changes, I have to make them, and it's all my responsibility. So if you have that sense, Jupiter in Scorpio is able to connect you with other people very well. Ask for help if you really need to get things done. And if you have a chance to kind of do something fun or to lighten things up by spending time with other people, really choose this route, because Thursday and Friday, they may seem like, okay, it's now down to me to organize everything and to sort my whole life out. But it's an illusion almost. It's just because we have all of these planets putting a lot of pressure on the moon and being overly serious. So if you can avoid that and just have fun instead, it's going to actually be more productive than you sitting alone in the office and going, oh my God, how am I going to do all of this? That's not positive. Because, sometimes if you have a job to do, sometimes if you're in a good place and you feel energized, you can do it in 10 minutes. But other days you feel horrible and scattered and everything, and you force yourself to do it, and the same job takes 3 hours, and it's still not as good a quality as when you did it in 10 minutes on the day when you felt great. So that's what Thursday and Friday is about. It's really deliberately making an effort to lighten things up and to have fun and to spend time with other people. So realistically, again, it's not the most productive time of year. So if you expect to achieve great things here in your working life, you're kind of setting yourself up for disappointment, because you're not going to reach most people just on a practical level. On Saturday, the 30th of December, we have the moon going into Gemini at 8:32 in the morning. And that's really, really positive now, because Gemini is duality. If you look at the glyph of Gemini, it's a Roman numeral 2, and it's like a doorway into something new. And we're moving towards the end of the year now. Gemini is also an air sign, so it has to do with communication and expressing ideas and connecting with other people. So the Gemini moon squares Neptune in Pisces, the dream planet, very happily sitting in a water sign. And it quincunxes the sun in Capricorn and Mars in Scorpio. So immediately with these kind of placements, the mood lightens considerably. Things just, I can breathe again, I can talk again. So Saturday is actually a great day to celebrate, to brainstorm with other people, or to chat, or to do things with friends and family, and to look at future possibilities. It's also a good day to start making New Year's resolutions if that's something you want to do and if you want to make changes in the coming year. But the main thing is that it's really a fun time, and because it's the weekend here leading up to the 31st, if you have the opportunity to celebrate and to go out and have fun, then use that. You're really going to have a great day on Saturday. On Sunday, the 31st of December, we've got the Gemini moon still in that sign, which is really fab because this doorway between one year and the next really enables us to make the transition really smoothly and to leave 2017 behind and to really embrace 2018 and to really embrace it in a positive and optimistic way. And if we're starting the year on that kind of note and that kind of footing, then that immediately bodes very, very well for the rest of 2018 because we're approaching it with a sense of enthusiasm and optimism and happiness. So this Gemini moon quincunxes the lucky planet Jupiter in Scorpio and Pluto, the transformation planet, in Capricorn, and it sextiles Uranus in Aries, Uranus being energy and rebellion and electricity and doing things. Okay, so Sunday the 31st of December, New Year's Eve, the Gemini moon, and with its placements, is really perfect for the New Year's celebrations. The duality of Gemini works very, very well with letting go of things and at the same time allowing for new things to come in, so you can multitask a little bit. Make sure you use this day to have fun, enjoy yourself. Gemini is super chatty. It likes to learn new things. It likes to experience. It likes to go on adventures and have new experiences. So, do whatever it is that's most fun for you on a New Year's Eve. I mean, some people like going out in the evening and like going to a nightclub and it's super busy and they pay £100 just to get in because it's New Year's and they stay out till 5 a.m. Other people prefer to, spend time with friends and family during the day and then have an early quiet night in the evening and just relax and stay home and just connect, or even just watch TV or go to bed before the new year so that you're sleeping your way into it. It really doesn't matter what your preference is. The thing about the 31st is that you're not going to feel a lot of pressure to conform to anyone else's standards. You're going to feel in a good place. You're going to feel happy. You're going to feel optimistic and satisfied. So you can really do whatever it is you want without a sense of guilt. So do what you enjoy. So if it is going to the club, then go to a nightclub and dance the night away. And if you want to be in bed by 8, then allow yourself to do that. It's about giving yourself permission to make the transition from 2017 to 18 in a way that's comfortable and easy for you. And you're allowed to do that. And to, it's your transition. It's not anyone else's. So you do it in a way that makes you happy and get into the new year in the most positive way possible. So there you go. That's what I get for you in this week. It looks amazing. It looks like a really good week. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order a reading with me. And in my readings, I use the astrology, I use tarot, and I use numerology. I combine all three. And the numerology I particularly use in my astrology readings in terms of reading the angles. Like if a sun is at 22 degrees, that to me is your identity, is the identity of the master number of the builder. I make the associations like that. So it gives me an extra level of kind of insight as far as I'm concerned. The birth chart in itself is a blueprint of your soul. It shows me why you've come back into this lifetime, what your soul mission is, your life purpose, what you're going to be good at in terms of your profession. It also shows me what your strengths and weaknesses are, where the ego tries to sabotage you from fulfilling yourself and actualizing yourself. I can look at what's coming up in future by using the tarot and the predictive astrology. So your progress chart, your transit, and that shows me really what's coming up in all areas of your life. So I can, if you've got questions about what's coming up in your love life or in your career, I can look at that. If you're interested in buying or selling property, or if you're looking at moving, I can look at the astrocartography and see what parts of the country or even the world have different kind of influences on you astrologically. If you're interested in looking at compatibility with a partner, or what's coming up in your health, or your spiritual progress, or your work, or friendships, anything at all really, I can look at those questions. And I work as an intuitive astrologer and tarot reader, so I use these tools, which allows me to tap into my intuition, and then I'm able to give you messages that way. So if you're interested in that, then please order a reading with me. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and New Year's Eve. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you next week.